let's see how far we go from here. How can this get any better is the only question on my mind.
I personally loved your film so much, because if you're trying to show the impact that it leaves on the society, it's really,
Yeah,
really. How,
right.
how, what made you choose to do a film like Nutcut, being it a short film? What made
No,
you
you
choose?
know, Misha, honestly, I didn't have, I didn't think I wanted to do a short film or I'm open to any medium, and I'd been offered lots of short films before, but I wasn't happy with the kind of content that I was being offered. So
Hmm.
it was like, okay, it was not, but this I thought the first time I read it, it was like a punch in the gut. And I was like, I remember when I met the director, Shan Vyas,
Yeah.
I was like, really? You're going to be able to tell this story in half an hour? Is that even possible? But when I did the film and then when I saw it, I was like, my God, thank God it's a short film because it's so hard hitting that,
Yeah.
as a short film, it's very, very powerful. It
Very
makes
powerful,
it so potent.
of
And
course.
I think it's the content that made me say yes. And the way Shanvyas was looking at it, I think he, and especially for a first-time director, such clarity always amazes me.
True. How was your
Yeah.
experience shooting this entire film?
It was fabulous.
Okay.
It was actually tough. We just shot it over 3 days in
Hmm.
one location, largely one room.
Yeah.
And it was hot as hell. We were all sweaty. And, it was the rainy season, July last year.
Yeah.
And I remember it was just, we just went through, it was fabulous, I'm saying, because I just felt like, oh my God, we're telling this story. That was what was fabulous about it.
Of
The
course.
making, yeah, the making, we were working so much because we just had 3 days. Short films don't allow you the kind of budgets where you can just go
True.
on and on shooting. So it was very tightly budgeted, and we were all working very hard to finish things on time. But it happened very smoothly.
Okay.
And but I have to say, working with that child was an incredible
I
experience.
know she was so good at it. It
Yeah,
actually, when I was looking at the film, I actually thought it was a boy. It
well, that I think is a master stroke by Shan and also Anukampa, the writer of the film, who was also involved with the casting. And it's just amazing that they thought of casting a girl in the role of a boy, but actually it's so difficult to tell. Even
that
on set, I often didn't know whether to say Sanika or whether to say, call her by the character name, or it's just a bit disconcerting. But I will say that child is an incredible actor. You know,
really.
when she was on set, really, Misha, and this is no exaggeration. Firstly, I think kids are really bright, and they're all. I don't think I was like that growing up. I would have been very shy in front of camera, but I guess they grow up with cameras thrust into their faces, and she's just so. She was just so easy in front of the camera. Of course, Anukampa spent a lot of time with her, and
Hmm.
that really helped. So she was very comfortable around Anukampa and also Shan. But Anukampa was like her friend. So she
Okay.
would do things, she would listen to her. But what I found amazing is that one night actually, we were shooting a scene, and obviously because of the heat, she was so tired and she was falling asleep because it was this scene where I'm actually putting her to bed
Yeah.
and her eyes were shutting. But Misha, she didn't skip a cue.
Wow. That's
She did, yeah, she literally be like, और फिर क्या कहा राजा ने? And I would be like, wow, you know, in the
yeah.
child's place, I would have gone to sleep. But what an amazing kid.
That's
And such innocence. I think that's what makes the a film so powerful also because yeah, you just realize that, kids are indoctrinated so early consciously, subconsciously, knowingly, unknowingly, whatever, into this patriarchal system that they just are mimicking what they're seeing around them. And that's
Yeah.
scary. And it becomes, you would never, normally, I think the title is so apt because normally you'd say that, oh, बहुत ही बदमाश बच्चा है, ये तो बहुत नटखट है.
Yeah.
When a little child like this goes and pulls someone's dupatta, but
Yeah.
it runs much deeper, which is why I think it's so powerful. And I'm so
Sure.
glad. Sorry, Misha, I'm not giving you a chance to talk at all, but this
No,
is, you
I
know,
was
uh,
experience.
no, because I just think, sorry, I lost track of what I was saying. Um,
You were saying that the title of Nutcut, that the kid
yeah,
is.
yeah, because normally you dismiss it off as, अरे, ठीक है ना, बच्चा है, पर it runs very deep and it has to be corrected at that stage.
Exactly.
So
Otherwise,
I
once they grow up, and that's what exactly is wrong with our society.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. But I'm so glad it's resonating with people all over the world.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
very encouraging and heartening.
Yeah, we are so glad. Also, what do you think is the future of short films in India, if you say per se?
I think at this point it looks like an extremely bright future because
Yeah.
I think people have opened their minds to the idea of watching content in all formats.
Hmm.
It's not just a feature film or not just television anymore. They
Yeah.
are also watching short films. They're also watching documentaries thanks to the OTT platforms. And it's such a wonderful lease of life for documentaries whose audience was very limited in the past. It was only the really, should I say, people interested in watching documentaries. But now everyone's,
True.
sometimes you just chance upon a documentary and you just explore it. So I think similarly with short films for the past few years, we've been in some of our prominent film awards in
Yeah.
India, they have a short film category.
Yeah, they
So
do now.
yeah, because you have advertising awards, you have feature film awards. So I think it's fantastic that you have short film awards, and um, I think the future is very, very bright, honestly. And like I said, a film like Nutcut, when you get a platform like this
Hmm.
to showcase your film, it's so wonderful. And first, sorry, I have to say hi to everyone who's with us on this live. A big, big hi. Happy Diwali. Compliments of the season. Loads of love to all of you who are sending me love. Mm.
I heard that you are going back to your shoots and everything, right? So how was your experience during lockdown? What all did you do? How did you unwind yourself? And how are
You
you
know,
coping up with your early schedules, going back in time and waking up early and reaching the sets again?
That's not been a problem actually,
Okay.
because I think everyone was itching to get back to work.
Hmm.
And this place, both Gondia and in MP, we are shooting in a place called Balaghat. Both are beautiful places, fresh air, so much greenery. The drive is beautiful. So it's just, I think, and everyone's just happy to be back at work because we were shooting for this film in March.
Okay.
And then we had to take a break
Yeah.
because of the pandemic. So I think it was fairly easy. I was itching to get back on set because, I've never been off set for 7 months at a stretch. I
Hmm.
guess like most of my other colleagues, I don't think um, actors who are pretty much active at this point take 7 months off in between. There's always something to do.
Yeah.
So it was, yeah, but I think the pandemic was tough on a lot of people, but
Yeah.
I have to say I have no reason to complain. You
Hmm.
know, I think I'm very blessed and fortunate. So, but it showed definitely, uh, you know, made me realize that there's nothing that I can't do. I think so
Oh,
many of us have. I've tried my hand at cooking a little bit, but more importantly, just things around the house, right from fixing a light bulb to just doing work around the house on a regular basis. I do a lot of work around the house even otherwise, but So I think it was an eye opener, and you realize the worth of the people who are working with you, and then you realize how blessed you are when I look around me, I read the papers or watch TV, not the papers actually, online, and I just realize that, oh my God, I have no right to complain, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All feel that, because it was such a tough time, and at least we should be glad that we were able to cope up with it. Unlike,
yeah,
there was very, very, even if you talk about the film industry, I have heard a lot that, the entire thing shut down and there were so many people on daily wages who couldn't earn their living out of it.
yeah, absolutely. And
Yeah.
I think I have to say that I'm very proud of the fact that our industry rallied behind its people and did whatever it could. But
Yeah.
having said that, there are so many people, and lots of people went back home, and lots of people are not registered. They don't have cards sometimes, even when they're working in the industry. So it was very difficult to make sure that everyone got help. But
Yeah.
I think I have to say that all the industry associations came together, whether it was the Producers Guild or Cinta and many other, everyone was doing their bit.
Their best.
Actors were doing their bit. And so I do think that you also saw the a very generous side of people at this time.
True.
People
Definitely.
not just within the industry, but people were just helping out with whatever they could. I know people who were cooking meals and distributing them in the neighborhood, people who are buying groceries for the elderly in the neighborhood, people who were taking care of their staff in whatever way. So I think,
It
I
kind of
think,
brought together in the
yeah,
society.
I think so too. I think so too.
Please look at the
Even
first. Yeah.
despite the distance, the social distancing.
Of course. Okay, one last quick question before you go. I know you are very busy and you are on a schedule. So just one last thing that, what are the elements that you look into when you are selecting a project? When are you,
I think,
when the script? What is the thing that you look for?
Misha, it just has to speak to me. It has to call out to me. Like when I read Nutcut, they first sent me the script, I read it and I was like, I want to meet the director. It called out to me. I
Hmm.
felt like it's just sometimes I read amazing scripts, but they don't call out to me and then I don't do it.
Okay.
But sometimes even an average script calls out to you. There's something, it's instinctive, but you feel that, maybe with a little work it can become a good script. Or maybe you have some feedback which you're hoping that the writer director will incorporate. But more importantly, I think it's just that instinct,
Of course.
that
Yeah.
instinctive connection with a character and a story.
Okay.
Of course,
Great.
then what's also important is who's producing it,
Hmm.
most importantly, who's directing it, and then as importantly, who's producing it,
Of course.
because they have the ability to give the film the right backing
Right.
and the right platform and everything. So,
Great. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. And I'm so glad that I would love to thank you from behalf of Shorts and all the people who are watching us to,
no,
take this time out for us and have this interaction with us. Thank you so much.
no, thank you, Misha. I enjoyed talking to you, and I have to say a big thank you to Shots TV, also for the award and for showcasing our film and for supporting it the way
Yeah.
it is,
We
and
really hope,
for all that you're doing for short films. So more power to you.
thank you so much. We really
Thank
hope
you.
Nutcut on Oscars list this time. We really hope so.
Fingers crossed. Thank you, Misha. And
Lovely
thank
to
you, everyone. Thank you. Lots of love. God bless. Stay safe.
thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.